What's up, guys? Guess who's back? Eskin over here, making a video for the first time in a long time. Sorry it's been so long. Thank you for all my supporters who've been asking me, when are you gonna make another video? I was away for a bit, was traveling for work, and I did some stuff on my computer, and I came back and my whole video creation software was not working, so it was kind of a pain in the butt. But regardless, I'm back and make a few videos here. I think it's about time to start talking a little bit about Transcendent chess. Now that a lot of people are into the Ultra Nightmare mode, they're 2-keying Ultra Nightmare now, which is pretty awesome. There's some interesting comps and some interesting character use out there, which has been really cool. I thought maybe I explain my position. So what I've been doing for the last, I guess, 2.5 months or so is the unkillable comp. So I've been 1-keying Transcendent for the Ultra Nightmare boss, getting Transcendent chess. It's taking up a lot of time. If I manual it, each run is, for me, 30 to 40 minutes. But if you script it, it can be a little bit longer. I run anywhere from 4 to 8 clan bosses a day currently, and because of that, it's been a little bit less lately. What I'll do here is I'll bring up my handy dandy chart. So I will put the link in below. This is the same chart I use for my legendary ranking. Basically, starting on October 28th, I recorded all of the items that I got from every Transcendent clan boss chest. You can see them all here. And then what I did at the very bottom was I calculated an average of what I'm getting per clan boss chest. I have a little chart on the side here in terms of, let's make that bigger, in terms of what I think the items are worth in terms of gems. Again, this is super subjective. It's not something you can easily predict because you can't really buy them with gems. You can't even usually buy them. You can buy them with dollars, and we've seen the 6-star legendary loot for $99 for 6 pieces, stuff like that. So they're fairly expensive and hard to get. But anyways, this will give you some numbers. So let's just go over this quickly. I don't want to make this a pure numbers video because that's kind of hard to watch. But essentially, you pretty much always get one piece of gear. As you can see, 97% of the time we got one piece of gear. There are certain runs where you don't get a piece of gear. It's pretty low though. Majority of them, of course, nearly half are, well, let's say about 2/3 of them are 5-star gear. 1/3 of them are 6-star gear. And of that, it's kind of like a 75-25 split between epic and legendary pieces. So that gives you an idea of where the gear stands. I put a 6-star legendary piece at 300 gems, which is equivalent to about $10 Canadian, or a little bit less American. That's kind of a little bit less than what the pack would cost you, but I think the packs are kind of overpriced too. For 6-star legendary gear, usually the gloves, chest, and boots, I'd say like 1 out of 4 chance on each of those pieces is going to be even remotely usable, oftentimes less. So usually you're paying just for the 90 to 100k silver to sell it. Not really worthwhile, but getting them from a pack, 300 gems is probably not too bad. Shards, you can see it's probably somewhere around 2/3 of the time you will get a shard. For some reason, the number of void shards I've gotten recently has been fairly low compared to sacreds, and it wasn't always the case. So before I did this, there's probably like a 2 or 3 week span where all I was getting was void shards, and I didn't get a sacred for a couple weeks. In the last however many days I've been doing this, like 12 days or so, 2 weeks-ish, I've got way more sacreds. So that kind of skews the numbers, as well as I've only gotten 1 legendary tome in the last 2 weeks, which also seems fairly low. Previously I've gotten much more. The rest seem to be a mixture. The only thing you can't normally get 2 of is oftentimes you don't get silver or gems. You don't really get both in the same pack. Everything else you can kind of get once in the next 4 rolls. So you can get a gem. You don't normally get more than 1 gem. A tome. It can be 2 rare tomes or 1 epic or 1 legendary. Brews, gems or silver, and then a potion. So in the Ultra Nightmare version, you usually get a superior version of the potion. Seems to be pretty random of what you get. So I took those percentages and calculated based off my calculation here of what stuff is worth. I put Ancient at about 40 gems, Voids are typically 5 times what ancients are, and sacreds are typically somewhere around 20 to 30 times what they charge for an ancient. So those are where I got those numbers from. Brews, I think, are fairly inexpensive. I put it at 1 gem per brew. Oftentimes they're just kind of thrown into packs for free, but they're probably worth a little bit more, but really not a whole lot. Tomes was another one that's a little bit hard because you can buy them in packs, and I think they're a little bit overpriced. What I have this price here is wares, which I think if you farmed a lot, you end up with way too many. So to me they're worth less, but 25 gems per one is maybe worth it. Epic tomes 90, legendary tomes 250. I think that's kind of what in the packs they might be going for cost wise. Silver 3 gems per 10k, and superior potion I put at 10 gems per superior potion, which might be a little bit high. However, whatever. So I took the percentage of each one that you get, multiplied them by my chart there, and short answer is it works out to about 280. If I manipulate the numbers, maybe up to 300 gems per Transcendent chest. So that means if you clear it and you get 2 chests, you're actually getting close to 600 gems worth of value. That shows why the clan boss Transcendent chest is so valuable. If you can 1-key it or 2-key it, it is extremely important to do it as many times as possible. Them allowing you to jump clans and do it makes for the reason why people are going crazy doing this right now. Like I said, part of the reason why I haven't made a lot of videos is I've been spending a lot of time doing this, just for the number of gems that I can get. So maybe I'll post those numbers up in a little screenshot to make it better. As you can see, I have tons of sacred shards. If you guys like this video, I don't often post videos of me opening shards because most of the time it's not that exciting because most times I get crap anyways. But I actually have a video of my wife opening 20 sacred shards for me. That might be kind of interesting. So if you guys like this video, put that in the comments below and I can add that in as well. So I just wanted to make this video short in terms of what I've been doing, in terms of Transcendent chests, in terms of the value that you get from a Transcendent chest. I don't really want to go into all the details. Well, not that I want to keep it secret, but I really didn't want to get it nerfed. I wanted to kind of see where it was going in terms of the unkillable comps that are out there. So I haven't posted how to do it, but that information is now readily available. More and more people are seeing it. That might mean it gets nerfed sooner, or perhaps a new clan boss will be coming sooner than we think, and that'll change things up a bit. It is interesting that there's multiple different unkillable type strategies out there. I've seen one with the Crimson Helm and the revives, and using Arbiter to revive one hero, and I think it's really cool. People are kind of figuring out very interesting strats, and that part of the game is really cool. Do I think unkillable ruins the game? Not really, but definitely takes some of the excitement away from the game. I mean, it reduces the number of comps that people are using on the clan boss because they find one comp that just works and you can do it in 1 key. The only thing holding people back from doing the unkillable comp a lot of times is the time required. A lot of people probably haven't figured out how to script the actions on the computer using tools readily available to you, which is totally cool. So we'll see what happens if Plarium decides to do anything with the unkillable comp. I hope they don't. I hope all that they have to do is change the next raid boss, change the loot. They'll probably end up nerfing the loot from this clan boss because they'll have a better clan boss with better loot. And that's totally okay too. So hope you guys found that information somewhat useful. Again, if you guys need the spreadsheet, I'll just pop it up here again. My head's probably covering some of the information on here. I'll just slide it over. But I'll post a link to this spreadsheet, and I'll still be updating it for a little while. I wanted to get to about 100. I mean, don't take these numbers as hard facts. These are just what I have gotten in the last, 92 chests in the last 12 days, roughly. And I was traveling a bunch, so I missed a whole bunch of days. This is just when I open the chest, so I jump between clans. When I open a chest on whatever day, that's what it is. A lot of these days I end up hitting a lot more chests, and then I don't end up going back to them to open them for a few days. So that's what you can do too. If you kill a clan boss, or if you hit a clan boss, I guess, it dies, and you don't come back to it for I've left one for a couple months. Coming back and it's still there. So you don't have to worry too much about that. And yeah, hope this video becomes useful for you guys. I'll keep make a few short videos tonight, so I have a few more videos to put out. Good to be back making videos again. Hope you like it, and let me know in the comments below what you think. See you next time.